Hey Kaleidoscope Clan, how's everyone doing? It's Many Plus Maat. And I just wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit about family betrayal and gaslighting. You know, gaslighting is a term that a lot of people are using a lot more now, along with narcissism. We all know about narcissists, right? And while they categorize narcissism as a psychological condition or disorder, I would posit that it's actually a spiritual situation, like having a demonic entity on you. You know, that's basically how you would describe the personality, right? They become demonic. It's a narcissist, like someone who is always scheming and trying to like just use you, and you know, they only care about themselves, and you know, they're conniving and like, yeah, all of that. So I have become an expert at dealing with narcissists, recognizing narcissism, simply because of my own life experience. And I talked a little about it a while back, but I stopped because I got tired of talking about it. At that time, I was working through a lot. Since then, I've continued to do my shadow work. And still dealing with the same demonic, mentally ill personalities in my family. It pretty much took over my family, this entity, this spirit. And it's just really crazy. It's so crazy that is why I have to talk about it. So, you know, my family, my birth family, actually worked with my ex-husband and his family to set me up to get arrested on just wacko charges right before I had my court case, my custody case with my children. And then they also probably bribed the judge, because the judge, legally, what he did is, it's not legal. I had a restraining order against my ex-husband, so he should not have been able to get full custody of the children. Like, legally, it makes no sense. On top of that, he has a serious criminal background, which I didn't know. But now I know, and yeah, I mean, he's tied to the most serious crimes. I mean, now I would include child trafficking, human trafficking, because those are my children that he basically kidnapped and has been holding hostage for years. I haven't seen my children. And I know that both my mother, my father is sick, but they work together. So on both sides, my family, which consists of my mother, my father, a sister, and 3 brothers. And then my ex and his family, who I lived as part of their family when me and my ex-husband were together. They've all worked together. And I know they're also trying to defame my name, trying to say that I don't have integrity, or I'm not grounded, or I'm not smart, or I'm not anything. And I'm just flabbergasted that these mentally ill people have the nerve to talk about me. These mentally ill people who most of them probably have sexual diseases, have been with many, many people within the past month. Okay? Like, I am discerning. I am clean. I am grounded. I am not perfect, no. But I'm not stupid, obviously. I moved to another country, learned a language and a culture on my own. I've traveled to other countries on my own. I am of very sound mind and body. And anyone who tries to insinuate that I am not is an agent. They are doing it so they can continue to steal my inheritance and other things. I know secrets about them, which, I mean, I just want to live, but I don't give a fuck, okay? So, my ex being a down low, drug dealing, child molesting, fake ass leader and healer who's been copying me. And even when we were together, I was his backbone. I built his bitch ass up, okay? Anything that you're seeing right now, okay, I helped him to build his confidence up. His bitch ass was asking me to heal him when I met him. And I fucking tried. That was on me. Okay? So I'm not covering him anymore. He is guilty of many crimes against me. Civil and criminal. Okay? I just haven't had the energy or the money to be able to deal with it. Also, because my jealous ass family, jealous of what? I guess, first of all, just who I am, because I'm not into the same demonic shit that they're into. So they try to characterize me as being a witch or whatever they're saying. I am 53 and I stand in my power as a woman. I will not apologize for being protected, using my own magic to support myself. I do not attack other people or do anything to control other people at all. So I don't do anything against anyone. So those labels or anything, like, I've never been part of a coven or anything for anybody to be, and there's nothing wrong with covens, but the point is that I am a spiritualist. I work with the one creator, period. And anything that people with malintent send toward me is going to go to them, because that is how universal law works. That is it. So if bad things start happening to people who are attacking me, well, then stop attacking me. Get out my fucking energy. And you won't have any problems. Okay? So this is a warning to all of these people, these families and the communities that support them in their evil. Okay? Yeah. They all are connected to different people and blah, blah, blah. And I guess that's why they feel that I'm an easy target or whatever, but I'm not. Because my protection, you can't see. Okay? I don't have people around me, but spirit is with me. And I know you don't believe in spirit. That's why you're doing what you're doing, because you don't really believe in spirit, but spirit exists, okay? So all of this black magic bullshit that you guys are sending, all of this bullying, gang stalking, you know, gaslighting, you know, it's like I'm trying to get my mail to do business, and my mother's messing with my mail. Like, my mother she refuses to confirm that she has my forwarding mailing address. She stopped my brother, who's an adult but younger than me, like in his 40s, upper 40s. She started attacking him because he was holding my mail for me. And he has he's on the autistic spectrum. So it's like he mentally can't handle it. So he told me that he can't keep my mail. So I know that, and already she had already opened a lot of it. So this is all very serious to me, because I also know there are things that they've done with my identity. It goes really deep. She has my social security number. She has all my information. She has files, all kinds of files on me since I was a child. So it's not a game to me. Anyone in my family, let me just tell you, I don't want you to bother me anymore. Stop harassing me. Just give me my inheritance and leave me the fuck alone. That is all. That is my right. That is what my grandparents wanted for me. And all your bullshit is not necessary. I know I don't have to talk to you in order to receive what was meant for me. No, I'm not going to allow you to drain my energy. No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to allow you to just try to bother me and irritate me. I'm caught on to it now. You're not worth the energy. And you need to take your bitch ass, wheat asses on somewhere. All that time that you're all huddled up together, doing all your witch stuff, all your whispering and planning and making up lies about me when you haven't seen me in years. How many years? Okay, to make it clear for anyone, if you've spoken to my mother about me, my mother and I have not seen my mother since 2019, and I don't talk to her. Okay? Like, I sent a letter to my family that told them to leave me the fuck alone years ago, outside of legalities, because I've had mail that comes to the house, stuff like that. I don't want to hear a damn thing from them, because they have no love for me. And if there's no love, then what is the fucking point? I know that they want an energy harvest from me, but I don't give consent because I need my energy, because I don't have the support of a family. So I'm going to go ahead, keep my energy, keep my creative ideas, keep my inheritance, and I'm just going to focus on me. And I suggest you do the same thing, because you're going to hurt yourself if you keep trying to bring down one of the divine's chosen ones, okay? I'm fucking 53 years old. There's no reason for me to be shy about who I am and about what I'm deserving of. And you are going to learn. So yes, I've been through a lot. And the level of evil that I have been subjected to, you know, has made me a fucking boss. How about that? Like, it's actually served me because I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not worried about what people think. I'm not worried, I'm not confused anymore. I don't have any confusion around whether people love me when they say they love me or, I now am very discerning. I've activated my divine masculine and I can just see bullshit right away. I'm not as receptive as I used to be, which is okay because I still have the loving part. But I'm not going to allow, swine to have access to my vulnerable parts. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. And honestly, I need to do some research to make sure that these people are actually my family or they are who they say they are, because it's not adding up, honestly, as far as the real behavior, And I didn't even mention my sister's participation in all this. The thing is, my mother staged a fight with me on my birthday right before the custody hearing, and then my ex used that to call the police and have me arrested. And my mom pretended like they weren't working together. She came out and slapped him. That was just to make it seem like they weren't working together, but they were always working together. I hope they're not sleeping together. Because, it just goes so deep for them to be, doing all the stuff that they're doing. And then my sister, too. I grew up with my sister. It was just me and her in a room. And she will say that she doesn't know what she would have done without me, that I was her, guide, mentor, friend, everything. And she's totally two-faced. Like, they're trying to kill me. Like, literally. They have literally targeted me in many ways. And it just hasn't worked out for them. But they've tried to kill me a number of times. I know. And, I just have to pray that my children are protected. I know that they are on some level, but, hell, look at what they've been able to do to my children. So anyway, I'm healed, even though, things aren't perfect related to the past. I'm healed with my relationship to it because I can speak. It's necessary. That's why I'm speaking right now on it. Because it's a spiritual exercise for me to be able to talk, to be able to share, and to not break down and cry or anything about the situation. Like, it really shows my own growth. And so this whole phenomena of parental alienation, which is when, like, children are held from a parent and everyone accepts it like that, and they, like, there's a block. That's what parental alienation is, when one parent does that to another. And so, I've had a very serious case of that, and I was like, my identity was being a mother. I was all about that life, and like, my ex wasn't even involved like that. So that's why it's like really a mental illness that he would put this much energy into fighting me just Well, hell, I mean, it's probably for a lot of different reasons. Again, they were trying to kill me, so they're probably just going to steal the children and then they're going to off me. But I guess he didn't want me to tell people that he's down low, or to tell people that he's molesting children, that he's molested my children, that he's groomed my children and hypnotized them and done neuro-linguistic programming on them, and he hypnotized me, done black magic on me, him and his mother, who's in the priesthood of Osiris Set. They do blood sacrifices and stuff like that. So I, never did black blood sacrifices. I never went down that road. My ex would do it, and I knew he did it because in African culture, it's normal to kill chickens and stuff like that. But I didn't know he wasn't mentally well. So I thought he was doing a sacrifice the way you would do a sacrifice. That's not like a blood sacrifice. Like, the point is to give honor to the ancestors and, give yourself ashe. But outside of that, he went all the way to the dark side. That's what happened. And I have to pray for everybody in the situation. I'm not even angry anymore. I'm not even hurt or broken over it anymore. I mean, I look at it and it's like, wow, it's crazy. I pray for my children. I know God is in control of everything. So I know that things are not as they seem, but mental illness in the Black community is very real. And that's what all of this is about. This is all just very serious mental illness with my parents, my bloodline, his bloodline. The trauma is incredible. And the thing is, I don't even know about all the trauma. I've been very sheltered from the trauma in my bloodline on my father's side. My father was an only child. And he would never talk about anything he's been through. And my whole family on his side are criminals. Like, they're motorcycle gangs and drug addicts and, street people. But I was separated from them. I remember interacting with them when I was really young, like elementary, maybe to about maybe 8 or something like that. And then after that, no more. And I'm wondering, did something happen? Was I molested by that side of the family? Something must have happened because we were spending time with them. It's like something must have happened because they do have low values. So something probably happened. I don't know if it happened to me, but it happened to somebody, I believe. And my ex's family they're criminals also. Serious, incestuous, high level criminals. I didn't even know about motorcycle gangs. I knew that his brother was in a motorcycle gang, but I never studied. He's in one of those the real serious illegal ones where they do hits and stuff, or they do they're all high level drug runners and stuff like that. So anyway, that's the kind of shit that I've been dealing with. I'm not from the streets myself. I was raised with rich people, but now I need to, I'm a mature woman. I can handle the truth. It's important that I know the truth. I can't handle not knowing the truth. And so that's where I am now. In my 50s, I'm looking to find answers around the way that I'm being treated in my family and my identity. Because I think it has something, there's something going on with my identity. I don't know. Yeah. So these are things that I'm working out, and thank you for paying attention. If anyone knows any resources in how I can actually address, or if there are any lawyers that want to work quid pro quo, there's a lot of money on the table, because for sure I have a very serious case. The judge told me, I went to Supreme Family Court, and he told me that if what I was saying was true, it would be a criminal case, not a civil case, because the charges were too serious. And he told me that in 2013. 2014 is when he told me that. So that was 10 years ago. And he's done worse things since then. So lots of money's on the table for sure. So we'll see. All right, Kaleidoscope Can, I guess I could just continue talking, but I won't. So until next time, continue to embody the sacred transformation. That's what this is about for me. Being a truth speaker and not just being quiet when people are abusing me, and thinking that it's cool to try to play in my face when I see you. I see what you're doing, and I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to call judgment on your bullshit. I'm calling divine judgment. I demand justice, and I want you to leave me the fuck alone. Give me my money and leave me the fuck alone.